Rumi says love will destroy you. Here's why. We've been lied to about Rumi. In the West, he is often portrayed as the ultimate poet of romance, a New Age card designer singing about soulmates and flowers. But if you open his magnum opus, the Masnavi, you realize something terrifying. Rumi isn't here to patch your wounded heart. He is here to set it on fire. To Rumi, true love is not a safe harbor. It is a cosmic executioner. He explicitly warns us that love will destroy you. It will annihilate your ego, smash your identity, and reduce everything you thought you were to absolute ashes. But why would anyone seek a love that promises total destruction? Today, we are diving deep into the esoteric psychology of the Masnavi to understand why, according to Rumi, your destruction is the only way to truly become alive. The illusion of the ego. To understand why love must destroy you, we first need to understand what it is destroying. For the general audience, think of your ego as a protective shell. It's your title, your reputation, your fears, and your past. We spend our whole lives polishing this shell. But for the experts of Islamic mysticism, the Ahl al-Marifa, Rumi frames this shell as the ultimate barrier. He calls it the nafs, or the false idol. Rumi argues that man's greatest affliction is spiritual pride and self-worship. In the Masnavi, he compares the ego to a stubborn donkey or stone. You cannot plant beautiful seeds on a hard rock. The rock must be shattered. The donkey must be tamed. Love is the only force in the universe heavy enough to break the stone of the ego. It forces you to realize that you are not the center of the universe. When you fall into divine love, your personal desires are completely overridden. The lover no longer asks, "What do I want?" The lover asks, "What does the beloved want?" This is the first stage of destruction, the death of selfishness. The fire metaphor and alchemy. Rumi's favorite metaphor for love is fire. For the everyday viewer, think of fire as a cleansing agent. When wood burns, it ceases to be wood. It becomes the fire itself. But for the esoteric scholars watching, this is the core Sufi doctrine of fana, or annihilation, and baka, or subsistence. Rumi masterfully explains that love is an alchemical fire. It doesn't destroy you to leave you empty. It destroys your base metal to turn you into gold. He tells the famous story of the moth and the candle. The moth doesn't want to just look at the light, it wants to merge with it. It throws itself into the flame. Yes, the moth is destroyed, but in that exact moment of destruction, it is no longer separate from the light. It becomes the light. When Rumi says love will destroy you, he means it will destroy your separateness. It destroys the illusion that you are separate from the divine, separate from nature, and separate from others. The pain is the medicine. Now you might ask, isn't this painful? Why should I invite this destruction into my life? Of course it's painful. Rumi never denies the agony of spiritual transformation. But here is the secret for both the casual listener and the philosopher. The pain is not a punishment. The pain is the medicine. In a beautiful passage in the Masnavi, Rumi gives us the metaphor of chickpeas being boiled in a pot. When the chickpeas jump around because of the boiling water, the cook hits them back down with a ladle, saying, "Don't jump! Boil well so you can become food and blend with the human spirit." The boiling water is the trial of love. The destruction of your raw, hard nature is necessary so you can be digested into something higher. If you avoid the fire of love, you remain raw. You remain a cold, hard stone. You survive, yes, but you never fulfill your true purpose. You never taste the sweetness of unity. The ultimate rebirth. So here is the final truth from Rumi. Love will destroy you. It will tear down the house of your ego, brick by brick. It will leave you naked, vulnerable, and completely undone. But do not fear this destruction, because in Rumi's universe, destruction is always a prerequisite for a grander architecture. You must demolish the old, ruinous hut before you can build a magnificent palace on that same ground. As Rumi famously implied throughout his life, the wound is the place where the light enters you. Let love break you, let it destroy you, because on the other side of that destruction, you won't find death. You will find your true, immortal self. Thank you for watching. If this deep dive into Rumi's real philosophy resonated with you, hit the like button, subscribe for more esoteric insights, and let me know in the comments. Are you ready to let the fire of love destroy your ego? Until next time, keep seeking.